Namo Phat. Thanks so much for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This wonderful sound calls us back to our true home. The first mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I am determined not to kill, not to let others kill, and not to condone any act of killing in the world, in my thinking, or in my way of life. For our Dharma lessons, we're now reading Taming the Monkey Mind, a guide to Pure Land practice by Buddhist scholar Cheng Wei-an and Dharma Master Suddhisukha. Today we're reading Reflection 41, Organizing a Buddha Recitation Retreat. A Buddha recitation retreat usually lasts 7 days. If you are in retreat alone, you should see to it that all the basic necessities of life are available. During the retreat, you should discourage others from moving about in the general area, so as to reserve the entire time for Buddha recitation. If there are 5 or 6 persons who wish to go into retreat together, you should plan to have a retreat attendant, as well as to establish strict rules and affix them to the door. All comings and goings, meals, offerings of flowers and fruits should be handled by the attendant, so that the participants can concentrate on reciting the Buddha's name throughout the 7-day period. If you are still constrained by family obligations and do not know the pros and cons of serious cultivation, you should not rush into organizing retreats. Commentary. Without going on retreat, we may be too occupied with everyday activities, guests, and friends to find the necessary peace and quiet for Buddha recitation. Therefore, we need to go on retreat as an expedient to get away from visitors and daily activities. We should have the necessities of life at hand to avoid thinking about them, or else seek the help of others and peacefully recite the Buddha's name. With this method, the retreat lasts only 7 days, but if we have the time and the means, we can organize additional retreats without limit. Once we have decided to go into retreat, external events should not be allowed to take control and end the retreat halfway. To end a retreat hastily before the agreed number of days has elapsed is truly regrettable. Be aware that the more eagerly we cultivate, the more we are tested by demons, karmic forces. Therefore, we cannot be wishy-washy, but must have a good understanding and plan well before acting. Otherwise, we may lose the battle and end in failure, setting ourselves up as objects of ridicule. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Namo Phat. Thanks so much for joining me today.